Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for May 12th through the 18th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cappy. Let's see what we got. All right, the overall energy for the reading, the Knight of Swords. Very determined to get something done, to do something here. Okay, or someone is. In the recent past, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Page of Swords. It's a little bit of a contradictory type of an energy because on one hand, you're showing me, hey, I need to be patient with this. I need to kind of slow down to be able to handle this. But then on the other hand, you tell me, I don't care about this shit. So I'm like, then why, you know? So it could be that you're kind of going about something here in waves in terms of maybe some days you feel like you don't give a shit about the situation. Other days you're like, but I have to. So I might as well kind of slow myself down and be patient about things. Because I still see your energy going in a particular direction there. So you're still invested in something there, no matter if at times you may feel like you don't give a shit about it. In the current situation, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, you're kind of done with something here. You're kind of taking some steps away from something. It's not a clear energy, though. When I see someone, okay, I'm done with it, even if they're pissed off in the moment and they don't really mean it, it's kind of a clear-cut energy. In your case, it's like, I'm done, and in the middle of it all stands an energy of, I'm not sure. I don't know what the fuck is going on, you know? So it's not quite clear cut here. Are you done? Are you done-ish? Are you, what is it? What's going on? You're definitely trying to wrap something up. Okay. In the immediate future, the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Four of Wands, definitely focusing on a particular commitment here that seems to, you look to be invested in physically, emotionally. There's definitely that sense of this is where I want to be and this is where I want to put my time, you know, because it feels good. Okay. Let's clarify. Let me do the Knight of Swords. The Empress, the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Yeah, that's the action. It surrounds this. Ooh. So contradicting though. It surrounds this situation you got going on in the current situation in which you're walking away, but in the middle of it all, there's this, I don't know. From an energetic perspective, you're coming in as clear cut. This is the energy that I was looking for initially. I'm like, okay, you feel that you need to go in that direction, potentially away from something, you're doing it. Energetically speaking. Physically, it's more complicated than that by the looks of it. So energetically, yeah, things are definitely aligned. Alrighty, let's do the Four of Swords. You don't trust yourself though 100% in this, in what you feel inward here, for some reason. Let's do the Four of Swords in the recent past. The Queen of Swords, the Hermit, the Sun. You're invested in something here. Do not tell me you're not invested because you're invested. And you want to be. Something is meaningful to you here. That's why you're kind of in that place of, okay, well, let me give this some time, give this some space, give this some something. And then the next energy is, I don't give a shit. So, but you look to be very invested in something here. And it's because you want to. You know, it's because you choose to. Let me do the Eight of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The Page of Swords, the Six of Swords. your investment in it seems to be dropping, though. It feels like maybe you are invested into something 100%, but you're waiting for some sort of a return, like that energy of equal give and take. Because I feel like, as far as you're concerned, in terms of what you put in there, that's where you're dropping. You're dropping down. That's where you say, I don't give a shit. It's not that you don't give a shit. It's that maybe you're waiting for some involvement from the other side of this energy here. Okay. Let me do the Page of Swords. The Five of Swords, the Strength card, the Two of Wands. No, see, that's where it doesn't really make sense, because I'm like, I can't see where the other energy stands, right? Are they giving anything? Are they not? I don't know. You would know. But you would also interpret that in your own way. Because I'm kind of trying to look at your side, because this is what I'm seeing here. And I don't see a lot of energy being put in to begin with, just waiting. I'm not saying, hey, are you just waiting for the other energy to do something here or everything here? I can't tell what the fuck is going on. I'm trying to look at this from the angle of equal give and take, right? Because that's where you're kind of taking me here with this one. And I'm seeing a lot of you waiting for energy to come in from the other side. Again, no clue. If they are giving, they're not, I don't know. You would know because you were there. I wasn't. But I keep on seeing you waiting, and at some point it's becoming deceptive, because it's like, who's giving here then? What is this about? If you're so invested into this, why am I not seeing, even on your side, giving to this? You know? Okay, initially I'm like, okay, yeah, you're waiting. That kind of implies that not a lot is coming from the other side, so you could probably want to see a little more to even out. But at some point I still see you waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And I'm like, what are you waiting for then? If nothing is coming, then what are you waiting for? Well, I'm invested and I want for this to work out. Okay, but if nothing's, there's no return here, what are you doing? Because that's when it becomes a little deceptive. Let's do the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Star. All right. Yeah, you did want for this to work out. This could have to do with work, by the way. From what I'm seeing here, lots of pentacles showing up all of a sudden. But I feel like you put effort into this. You wanted it to work out. And at some point, you get to the point of what are you waiting for? And then you're kind of getting here where you're saying, I got to count my losses. I got to get the hell out of Dodge. Are you though? I don't know. That's where it's a little tricky from what I can see. For the Two of Pentacles, you get the World card, the Ace of Swords, the Emperor. If there's one thing that's clear, I don't see you giving to this at all anymore. If in the past there, even though you were waiting for the most part, there was still a little bit of kicking on your side. Right now, I don't see a lot. Nothing, in all honesty. So if you're not giving, nobody else is giving here, then again, what are you still doing here? And this is where you're trying to determine, or kind of looking like you're making your way out of this, because that was the only thing kind of holding it together. You still contributing to it just a tiny little bit, but still. But now if you're not, they're not, then, there's nothing there to give anymore to, so. For the Seven of Swords, you get the Eight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. You're making your way out of this. You're kind of looking back from the angle of, should we have that final talk about equal give and take here? should I even bother with that? Or even with the regret of not having that final conversation of, hey, this is supposed to be a teamwork type of a thing. This is, I feel like you had that talk in the past. I don't think it's something that you didn't do or you didn't try to bring to the table. If you want to have that one final talk, okay. Because I feel like that's the only thing that's holding you back. A little bit of regret over the things that could have been said, could have been done, things like that. But let's do the 7 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely kind of switching gears here where you're starting to focus a lot on partnerships, multiple that do work out. I see you being surrounded by the energy of partnership. There's one in particular that feels really, really good to be around. But there's others that are like friendships, maybe family, friends, and things like that. I don't know. It feels good. That's where you're kind of shifting from here. In terms of if this one didn't work out necessarily, then you want to go towards the ones that do work out, because it's in a way licking your wounds or something, but it feels good, like an energy, like a recovery drink or something from this. I get the sense that this was fairly important to you. Initially, you entered the situation very invested. The way it kind of went down here, I don't know. I feel like there was a lot of lack of equal give and take at the end of the day. And you tried. I see you trying in there and, kind of dealing with this for a long time, not just giving it a day and calling it quits, So I kind of see you there trying. For the Page of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Page of Wands again, the Death card, the 3 of Wands. Yeah, it's just this energy that you're jumping into right now, focusing on the things in your life that are working out, especially the energy of partnership, because that was definitely a partnership there, is definitely helping you get further and further away from this, because I don't see you as under an energy, a clear-cut energy of I'm leaving this behind, so it's not set in stone yet. But whatever you're doing here helps you get clarity over that distance that may be needed from the situation, and then in time I kind of see you calling it quits there. So it helps, whatever it is that you're doing here, surrounding yourself with these energies. Let me do the 4 of Wands. The Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Judgment card. Yeah, and there's one in particular that seems to be the closest to you, to your heart at least. For some of you, it could be a marriage. But I don't know, it brings you into an energy of kind of a boost in your, again, trusting yourself and courage and looking at yourself from that perspective of, hey, I got this. Whatever went down, whatever is going on here, I truly got this. So it's quite the transformative energy, the fact that you're attaching yourself to things from your life that do work out. It's actually quite healing over this. It's your healing path over whatever the hell is going on here, which again, I don't see it as having a clear-cut ending, but in time, I do see it show up for you. And you'll know when the right time is for you to say, yeah, okay, that's done, Cool. Let me see what the universe has. The 6 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups. Right now, for some reason, and it's probably for healing reasons, the energy of partnerships, right? Friendships, family, supportive and loving energy is very important to you. And you are looking like if you're going through this situation, you are looking almost as if reaching for that energy that does you good, reaching from inside of this situation, reaching outside to grab on to these energies here that are really close to you and supportive to you, and kind of help, well, use that to help pull you out of this, you know? So it's kind of like a crutch, kind of like a healing crutch. So pretty nice. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.